I gotta back out first. Hold on. Okay.
Oh boy, game time.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off.
And
he'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense getting set for first down.
What in the world? Oh, Lord. Let me see something.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Right back to the well.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
I'm just streaming, that's all. So it's like whoever is watching the stream, they can actually see me.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
You are the prototype.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. A quick completion to the left.
Oh,
For the
that
first
should
down.
have been
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I want to say is thank you. Smell the much.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again.
I'm not doing anything.
He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
At the 20, he's got space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They caught the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Yes, I can.
Splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33.
I don't know, Roman. I don't know.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
I can't pause the game.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout.
Here you go.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Brown wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made.
What the whole thing? Jesus, my quarterback got killed.
Offense gets set for second down. Handoff from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So if I'm going to do this, I got to make it count.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first.
Thank you.
At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Coming after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel
man. Yo, they've been killing me.
In his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Trying to pound it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to pound their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal.
Leeds defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna run it. It's Clemens. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Across the 25, he's got room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw on 1st down.
He's got an open man.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's right on target. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw in it.
Lofts one high.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he dropped it. How
Through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside
Just
to
blew me
push the
with
field
this,
and stretch
man.
it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Yes, you can go turn the basement light on, little one.
Brown wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down.
Oh, my gosh.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking for a man on second down.
Little one.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer,
setting up the screen, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Houston. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He's going to try his luck.
Oh, he should never hesitate.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
After the incompletion, looking at second down. On the run, it's Clemens. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it.
Oh!
Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the
He's
football.
gotta knock that pass down,
Spins
man.
the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop,
to the
but
quarterback.
the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-line
what's the word?
gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, shoot. Dang.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive
What I
alive,
want to
they'll
call.
need to get it on 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Griffin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
3rd and goal coming up here. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. And stamps.
That's weak, man.
He gets it in. Touchdown Gamecocks. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel. The fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Cougars. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Michigan State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This time they'll go to the running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Houston 28, Jacksonville State 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Clemens. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
You took that so short.
Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to go up top on first down. Snags it over the
He catch that.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Clemens. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Got his man down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got it looking for a first. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground.
Game, let's get it.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Where's the ball?
This
What are you
quarterback
doing?
happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.